Hey guys, this is Cash Desai, and today we are talking about change. Why is it hard to change? Whether it's a change in our own life or someone we love, change can be overwhelming and can almost seem impossible. But here's why it's hard to change. Let me give you some context first. As kids, we had a lot of dreams, always wanted to explore, and being curious, we started building our life, our home, let's say, with all things we gathered through this exploration. I remember picking up things, anything I found exciting on the street, and I put it in my bag and took it home. I had all kinds of random things in my bag. We started collecting everything that was shiny, colorful, tickled our curiosity. We collected physical things in our bags, experiences in our mind, all kinds of feelings in our heart, without thinking whether it was worth it, without worrying if it is good or bad for us. As we continued growing older, we continued collecting, and our home now is filled with millions of different things. Thousands of beliefs and ideas, some good and some not so good. As we became adults, we now have a home that is made of all things we collected through explorations. It is filled with physical things, people, memories, fears, and belief system. This we call our home, our life. This is now our identity. It feels like home when we are surrounded by all that we possess. And obviously you will attract people who like similar things, who connect with what you have collected through your explorations. Now, intellectually, we understand that the only thing that is constant is change. Everything is always constantly changing. We are going through all kinds of change every moment. Our body is changing, mentally and emotionally, changes in our family, in our society, in our jobs, our business, our environment, our planet. It is never the same as it was before. So why is it hard for us to change our mindset when we know intellectually it is in our best interests? Why do we say, I know everything, but I can't seem to change or be consistent with it? Well, here are 3 reasons why it's hard to change. Number 1, it's exhausting. Imagine you're going through all the things you have collected over all those years, all at once, and you find that a lot of them are things you don't need, or they are causing you more hindrance than giving you value. As much as you want to clear out, the thought of doing it all at once exhausts you. And you end up covering it up because it's best to hide everything than to look at it and feel exhausted and overwhelmed. So number 1 is it's exhausting. It's not that you're lazy, you're just exhausted. Number 2, you know it's not good for you, but you're attached to it. Familiarity feels safe. It can be useful in a lot of things, like being familiar and comfortable in a swimming pool takes away the fear of drowning and you can swim fearlessly, but at the same time, locked in a room for years can also, over time, feel familiar, and being out in the open may seem more threatening. So the need for familiarity is bigger than the need to explore the unknown, something that's changed since we were kids. Number 3, you are afraid of losing yourself. Remember we spoke about building our life, our home, with all things we gather as we explore life, a home that is made up of all things we collected through explorations. It is filled with physical things, people, memories, fears, and belief system. This is what we call our home, our life. This is our identity. It feels like home when we are surrounded by all that we possess. So losing a part of that makes us feel uncomfortable. because we fear losing ourselves, and it's not very comfortable feeling. So number 3 is you're afraid of losing yourself. So how to embrace change? This is also something we learnt when we were kids, but we have forgotten over time. While we constantly collected things that were shiny, colorful, and something that tickled our curiosity, we never got attached to it emotionally. We played with it. If it didn't serve our purpose anymore, in other words, if it didn't amuse us enough, then we would put it down and play with things that did amuse us. So the idea is the need to explore, finding what improves the quality of our life, and focusing on this exploration continuously should become bigger than our need to spend the rest of our life safeguarding what we have collected, knowing that a lot of them don't serve any purpose. Most importantly, they block a lot of place in your home, when you can potentially get rid of it and make space for something more loving, empowering, and fulfilling. So the best way to go about change, if you're committing to exploring life, as opposed to your need to be frustrated, anxious, and worrying about where you are, is to ask for help. Hanging out with similar homes or similar people with similar problems is comforting but not useful in the long run. So find someone who has the skills, knowledge, experience, and the attitude that aligns with your idea of your future self. Someone who's an expert at home removals, reconstruction or redecoration, or someone who's good at recoding the mind. I hope you enjoyed that. This is Kash Desai, your life coach. Thank you for listening.